hello. Welcome to another edition of Ask Madam. Tonight you can ask Madam about the zodiac sign Pisces. We're going to be talking about that a little bit tonight. And if I have time at the end, I would love to do a couple of readings for people, tarot readings. And so we'll see where that leads. I would like to share my show real quick because sharing is caring. And if I don't share the show, no one shows up. So you have to share it. So I got to go to my page here. Everything's different. My iPhone updated. I hate that. I don't know about the rest of you, but I really don't like it when things update. I like it to stay the same. Then I know exactly where to look for things. And it's not, it's not hard to get around. If you have to learn new things, it's just too much some days. Anyway, we're going to go to my page. Here, pages. And I'm going to go to I'll go for Skeleton Key Network. If you need to get a hold of anyone at the Skeleton Key Network, you can get us at, there it is, share. I'm going to share it to Messenger. You can get a hold of me at skeletonkey.witches@gmail.com. Pretty easy stuff. So just sending this out to a few people. And so they will come and join us, hopefully, and have a little fun. and then there we go. And we'll send that there and there. Of course, I send it to my daughter in the hopes that she'll show up and hang out a little bit. I don't see her as often as I'd like, for sure. And so I always send her the show. And whether or not she watches it, I don't know. But yeah, it's fun. And it's a fun way to get in touch with her and stuff too. So, alrighty. Well, there's the end of my sharing. And so if any of you would like to share my show, that'd be awesome. And so we're going to get into Pisces. Pisces is, represented as a fish or two fishes. Two fishes, and they're sort of like yin and yang, because they're kind of like that. They're one way and then they're another. So, but let's see. I didn't get at the beginning. Hang on. Of course, we'll give the dates and stuff so that is, so you'll know if you're a Pisces, which you probably already do. It's the 19th of February to the 28th of March. Or 20th of March, sorry. And Pisces personalities are compassionate and spiritual. And then they have empathy and almost telepathic. Zodiac is depicted by two fish swimming in opposite directions, representing your constant flipping between fantasy and reality. And your immense sensitive nature and boundless imagination means it's sometimes challenging for you to feel rooted in the here and now. Boy, don't I know it. Hey, Joanne. It's going great. And we're just talking about Pisces and how they can be creative and things, but that they have trouble seeing the world as it really is, and they live in fantasy land. So then the last, each of the zodiac is thought to embody a little of the wisdom of the lessons of the signs preceding it. As Pisces is the last of the 12, you have absorbed all the wisdom, joy, pain, and fears of the other zodiac characters. This explains why you have a rather blurred, obscure sense of self and why you are more tuned to the collective psyche than anyone else. So, yes, they are a bit out there. And, the mic. Oh, you know what? Thank you for mentioning that. I forgot to plug it in. Okay, let's take a break of Pisces here. Well, at least that wasn't my coffee. It was the magnifier, but it was not the coffee. Yeah. All right, so we got that. Thanks for mentioning that. This should do much better. And we'll set that right there. Hello, folks. Is that quite a bit better? Yeah, it's I have a podcasting mic, and yeah, it works pretty good. And I forgot to plug it in. Well, heavens to Betsy, I think I'm gonna have to leave off on that. It was going well too. I like the magnifier. It's got a light on it and everything. It was pretty cool. So anyhow, with Pisces, here's their little symbol. I like the fish. That's cute. Got a couple of fish on it. There we go. So, oh, thanks. So anyway, then the meaning of money. You either see money as the root of all evil, or you as an elusive resource that pours through you like water through a sieve. Yeah, can't say no to people in trouble and want to just give till it hurts, and then you'll see a sad-looking doggy and give your last 10 pounds to the animal shelter before realizing you need it for rent. So, yeah, that's the Pisces. They're not, super conscientious about money, and they'll attract money, but then, they can't seem to hold on to it like water through a sieve. So then, not everyone is as open and understanding as you. You're a wonderful listener, and your emphatic nature encourages others to share their secrets, worries, and woes. But then you come along and tell everyone you know. And so, yeah, Pisces don't keep secrets very well. So then, or they use those secrets against you, should that be the case, and can be somewhat vindictive if they think that they're, been put upon or whatever. So if I'm trying to be very generous, Pisces, it says you've unparalleled skills for bringing beauty and happiness to others through your selfless deeds and just being yourself. But before you give yourself away, you must work on what is it that you love doing and what makes you happy. If you're going to inspire, uplift, and encourage people who are confused about where they're going, you can also be lost. So they don't really, they sort of know their own way, but are easily distracted by someone else going in opposite direction, much like their sign, Excuse me. So they're depicted as the two fish swimming in opposite directions, and then they experience conscious and unconscious between heaven and hell, and nowhere do these extremes feel more apparent than in their love life. Oh boy, yeah. Fight and get back together, and fight and get back together. So I had a taste of it in life, or been there in the past one. Unconsciously or not, you wish for a romantic love to save you, to swallow you whole and tell you that nothing else matters, but you just can't seem to get that. And then the poet, they say they're poets, if they allow their creativity to come forward and they look to their spiritual nature, yes, but they can, as the opposite, have an evil side, where if they let that evil side go and swim off, then they're going to be, forever fallen into the waters of the deep. So they can be quite uplifting and creative, though, at times. So let's see. You've hurt like nobody else, but because you allow yourself to feel so much emotion, you're rather brilliant at processing your feelings and moving on, if you are that kind of person. So, and then you're too in love with love that you can't help but hope the next person you feel attracted to will prove all the fairy tales are right. But fairy tales don't really happen. We're told that they do, but they really don't. And I think any fairy tale, if you're going to have a happy ending, it's because you made the right choices in that relationship, and you are doing the things that are right, and not being shady with somebody. So, because that will never work in a relationship. So anyway, then it says truth in relationship. When you care for others as deeply as you do, it's essential that you try to see things clearly. Not that easy with And that's not easy with ambiguous, hazy Neptune as your ruling planet. So yeah, when they want it to be true, they'll try and make it true, whether it's not true or, you know. So, but yeah, and beautiful tragedies. You have an amazing ability to find beauty and magic in sadness and tragedy. And you can be strangely attracted to people who face real difficulties. But you'll need to have your reality head screwed on if you feel the line between compassion and romantic love beginning to get fuzzy. So basically, you know, they see someone they want to help and they're very romantic about the whole situation. But when it comes to actually helping anyone, it's tough because they can't help themselves. So anyway, their most compatible love signs are Scorpio, Virgo, and Cancer, which Scorpio tends to be a dark sign as well. Very secretive and you know, compelled to, you know, things, you know, drama and tragedy and, you know, and love affairs, sweeping love affairs. So yeah, I can see where they would be hand in hand. And then least compatible would be Aries, Gemini, and Leo. Leos value trust above everything. So yeah, I could see them not wanting to be with Pisces, really, you know, because they can be somewhat secretive. And then work and career. They absorb the atmosphere of the pond you swim in, so your working environment is particularly important to you. So then you know, they try to prefer working quietly in the background, while anyone who thinks that you're not doing anything of note is usually deceived. So you can just kind of swim in the background and then kind of catch up to everyone at the meeting and go, yep, I did my thing. Here it is. And then the artistic and imaginative. And yes, they can come up with some of the most imaginative stories in this entire world. It's incredible. So, and then you're an even tempered, slightly reclusive boss, and responsibility can sit uneasily on your shoulders. Yeah, because they don't really like to have loads of responsibility. Makes them nervous, like they're going to get drowned, you know, held down and drowned, even though they're fish. And then their most compatible colleagues are Aquarius, Capricorn, and Gemini. Their least are Sagittarius, Libra, and Cancer. Imagine that. Ideal Pisces careers would be artist, charity fundraiser, chemist, actor, dancer, nurse, psychologist, priest, swimmer, or chiropodist. Let's just say chiropractor. I think, you know, it's good. So anyway, that's your Pisces in a nutshell. I'm sorry if you are a Pisces, which is not Pisces, but funny. Yeah. Let's see, February 25th. Yeah, it's till I think the 20th is Pisces is till the 20th, I think. So, but if you are a Pisces, I'm sorry if I offended you in any way, but I've known some Pisces and they were, you know, a bit difficult. But as it says, Libras and Pisces really are not ideal, you know, workmates and, you know, friends. And, you know, we don't always get along. So, especially, you know, when you think that they're understanding one thing and then, no, it's something quite different. So, anyway, my kitty is sitting here with me. She has been fixed. This just a couple days ago, and so she's been kind of just, you know, hanging on my skirts, and so I let her stay in the chair with me. I just have like half of the chair and Cat has the rest. So, but yes, does anyone want a reading? I have time, more than enough. What is it? Oh yeah, gosh, we got tons of time. Let me get my cards. Pardon me. If I can reach them here and just pull them over. Ah, there we go. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Open the box. Uh-huh. Yes. And so, Kitty got let me in. She is just taken up. Oh, no. No. I'm getting my Patreon page going again because, you know, there's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. I'm hoping to be going on the road soon with the show and my life. And so I wanted to still have like, you know, select access to different things, like things that we're doing and just places we're going to be and stuff like that. And so, because I'd like to take my show on the road and see what's out there. And you never know. I'm kind of getting a feel for the climate, the political and social climate of my state, because I think times are changing, and I think the people are changing, and we need to get together on that. We need to make a plan, and we need to talk about the things that are important to everyone, not just as Iowans, but as Americans. But I think as a libertarian, I definitely support smaller government, which would exclude 90% of Washington's hoo-ha right now. They have, since 2016, been not bringing any discussion for anything that's been passed. Any bills that were passed since 2016 were passed by a small group of people in a closed-door session with no debate on the floor whatsoever. What kind of government is that? Seems like a dictatorship to me, not a democracy. And that's what's going on, people. That's what they're doing. So look it up. It's out there. And you'll start to find a lot more than you know if you just, you don't even have to look too far. It's incredible the amount of stuff that they're just, throwing past us. But we're not paying attention. So I think we need to pay attention. And we need to think about these things that are going on. And we need to figure out how we're going to address it. Because the government is for the people, by the people. And that's not what it is right now. It's a dictatorship. So, and the funny thing is, no one knows the name of the dictator. Not the real one. Not the one pulling the strings. His name's never been mentioned, I'm sure. But he's there. It's not Biden. It's not Trump. Not any of those guys. No. They know who they are. So, anyway, beyond that, I would love to do a reading of some tarot cards for someone, because I think someone needs to have a message. Honestly, whoa, that popped right out big time. Let's look it up. It is the Four of Cups. And what does that mean? It might be a message for me. All right. Four of Cups means stagnation and boredom. Oh, no. It can be challenging to shift your perception and get excited for something new when you've been have been disappointed in the past. Will next experience just be more of the same? Will you get your hopes up for nothing? These are types of questions posed by the Four of Cups. Like emotions, water needs to flow freely, and in this card, emotional energy is stagnant. In an effort to protect yourself from experiencing pain, you began to restrict yourself from feeling anything, which leads to apathy. Well, there you go. Don't be apathetic. That's the thing. I think we've all become apathetic. Hey, Mort, how you doing? Would you care for... Oh, okay, Joanne said she'd take one, please. Very good. So then let's see what we got for Joanne. But yes, don't become apathetic and just think, well, someone else will take care of that, or somebody else will, make that move and I won't have to, because I think that's what's got us to this point. Everybody thought someone else was going to do something about it. And no one really has, and it was easy to become apathetic and just say, well, we'll just wait and see what happens. Okay, Mort, you got it. Oh, my favorite is, well, I vote every time. Well, that'd be great if the election wasn't fixed already. If it wasn't a done deal already as to who was going to win it. Voting would be awesome. It would actually be, result in the people actually having the president or, the leaders that they really wanted, not the ones that were in the pocket of everyone else that, they could get the win. So anyway, we're doing Joanne. Joanne, I'm cutting these for you. I'm cutting it there and here. And then I'm going to do this and put it there. And then I'm going like that. There we go. Divine guidance. And for you, the moon, justice, and Wheel of Fortune, all reversed. Interesting. So the moon, did I miss it? Yep, I did. It's next. Nope, next one. No, this one. Okay. So the moon reversed may point to a refusal to acknowledge the truth or resistance to looking deeper when your intuition has been asking you to do so. It may also point to overcoming self-deception. So trust your intuitive guidance and gauge when you are when you're on your spiritual journey. So this is definitely it may point to a refusal to acknowledge the truth, but this is your excuse me, pardon me, recent past. So if there was something that you didn't really want to, admit, to yourself, but you may have by now. So, and then justice also reversed. Let's check that out. A struggle to achieve balance. Perhaps something unfair has recently transpired, or an event that was not aligned with your personal ethics needs your attention. Your intuition will guide you to do what that represents in your life. Once you've identified where that is, you can begin to look into how to shift the energy surrounding the situation, if possible. Sometimes, no matter how hard you may try, difficulties still arise. So, which is true. And but it's how you deal with it, And so if you have some things that you feel are unfair, if you can stand up for yourself in those matters, that's great. I would do it, But if you have, sometimes you just have to let things ride and just, look to the divine for the message that that's supposed to give you. So then the Wheel of Fortune, and that is also reversed. And it is, no, that's the world. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. I always think of Vanna White, Wheel of Fortune. Pat Sajak and Vanna White. Spin the wheel. All right. So the reversed in your reading asks you to focus on what you can control when things feel chaotic. Are you refusing to let something come to an end, or resisting growth? Everything is changing around you, which can feel uncomfortable. But this time of instability is temporary. What is ending now will create space for something new to come into its place. And I firmly agree with that. If you, if you want something in your life, make room for it, because if you don't, it can't come in. So, like if you've been hanging on to this crappy guy that you're really not into, but he's okay for now. And, when you find somebody else that's better, you'll kind of probably not see him anymore. But for now, he's okay. Well, no, he's not okay, because he's blocking the road for Mr. Wonderful or for the guy that's really more for you, or the person that's really more for you. Because if Mr. Not So Great is taking up his space, how can he come into your life? So, kick Mr. It's Okay to the curb and then work on you. And when you are at a point where you are ready for it and you can handle it and you look at it with excitement and, vigor, then go for it, and because that person will eventually come along. You just have to be ready for it to happen when it happens, this is you. So, all right. And then I'm going to go with that and that. So, all righty. So for more, I got the Eight of Cups, 2 reversed, and Ace reversed. Okay, let's see here. So the Eight of Cups. Wait, I just missed it. The 8 is 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and it's reversed. So it says in your reading, can serve as a gentle reminder that you've stayed in a relationship, job, or situation longer than necessary. Perhaps you fear change, but now is the time to walk away. There's something better for you, so trust in the unknown. Same kind of message, if something's not serving you. You're welcome, Joanne. If something's not serving you, don't be afraid to walk away from it. It really is about, feeling fulfilled in your life. And if this person is not helping you to feel that way, then you really just need to go and be on your own and I can't stress to people enough how important it is to spend that time alone. Be by yourself, be yourself, and look into you and be, your own creator. It gives you time to think about how to make your life the way you want it, and how to manifest those things into your life and how to control the things inside of yourself that you need to overcome, So being alone is not a bad thing. I think, greeting card companies made us feel bad about being alone, but screw those guys. So anyway, let's see. The reverse 2 of Pentacles in your reading can indicate tension in your life that leaves you feeling unbalanced or destabilized. It may indicate that you aren't being responsible with your money or that you're spending unnecessarily when you should be saving. These challenges are momentary, and balance can be easily restored by identifying where you went off track and taking small steps to get back on it. Hello, Diana. Yeah, it's true. Even if you veer off track a little bit, just steer right back on, and you'll still get where you want to go then. So, it's like in today's economy, it's just terrible. I mean, most of your money goes just to stay in your apartment or your house or your, wherever you're living. And it's really tough to make ends meet right now, I know, for everyone. And but keep hoping that times can change, because they can. So then this last one, which is your future, more can signify feeling empty or depleted and in need of self-care. It may also indicate feeling disappointment in a relationship that didn't work out as planned. Ultimately, when the Ace of Cups is reversed, look within to nourish yourself emotionally. So love yourself. Yeah, and it's true. Yeah. So, just love yourself, work on you from the inside, and you're a wonderful guy. And so just, look and see the things that you could change to maybe make yourself a little less vulnerable at times, maybe, or maybe, maybe a little bit tougher at times, when it comes to boundaries and things like that. You still have to set boundaries for people around you and tell them, I'm willing to put up with this, but I'm not willing to put up with that. And if you put me through that, this is going to be the result of that, and be straightforward with people and communicate that to them, because if they know, then if they go over your boundaries again and again, they're just not the person that you need in your life, That's just too much stress, too much tension. So you're welcome, Mort. I always enjoy seeing you pop in for the broadcast, and it's anytime. So let's see. Diane, you were in here. Would you like a reading? I'm doing just the 3-card reading tonight because I have a little time here. So I am probably going to have to, I probably won't go an hour today because I have a couple of other things going on with the mayhem of moving and having a humongous sale. It's incredible. Okay. All right, Diana, here you go. I'm thinking about you. And did you have a yes, no question, perhaps? I might be able to help you answer that. Yeah, it's pretty tough to those open-ended questions that people want to know. It's tough to get any kind of clear answer on those. But yeah, so I'm thinking about Diane. All right, okay. I'm gonna cut them. I'm going to go like that and like that. Okay. Now, I got wands, cups. Oh, I've seen this card. Oh, and that one. Okay. Swords. Oh, my little kitty's in the chair with me. I just love her. Her name is Sally. Sally. She's back alley Sally. Oh, that's funny. Let's see. Well, that's kind of where we got her, was at the place that, their driveway's along the alley, and we kind of found her around there. So anyway, then Diane, the reverse 2 of Wands can indicate impatience and acting hastily from a place of overexcitement. If you move forward too quickly and something doesn't work out the way you expected, don't give up. Simply slow down and do more research. Cultivate a clear plan of action before you try again. This reverse may also point to waiting for someone else to make a move before you can take action. This situation may require you to take initiative, even if doing so feels uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to be the one to make the first move, Will your daughter find a place soon? Well, let's see. What would this indicate? Well, it's kind of you may be getting impatient with her over this situation, I feel like. But help her make a more clear plan of how she's going to do it. Like sit down with her and talk about it and say, let's see what we can do to what things I can do to help you, what you can do to help yourself, and what we can do to work together to make this, work out for you. So sit down and make out a plan. And here's what we can do each day, because maybe you can only make a baby step that day, like call one and look at one apartment, or maybe, save $10 this paycheck, or, it's whatever it is. Even if it's the smallest thing, it gets you closer and closer, and put a date on it. We're going to shoot for this to happen by, July 1st or whatever the case may be. But yeah, so yeah, you have to make a plan, because if you don't make a plan, you'll never get there. And it'll help her too then to get the idea of how to do things for herself then, because you always have to put in to get out, you know what I mean? So it's just a good thing. And that was your recent past. But then right now, let's see, it's a cup, and it is let's see. Whoop, I went too far. This one. Let's see. It's very similar. Let's see. Meaning yet carries an even deeper attachment to the past. So dissatisfaction with your current situation cannot be solved by focusing on past events or replaying old stories. Don't wait for your outer situation to change. Change begins from within. So instead of talking about, well, you've never done this, or you've never done that, or you've always done this, just focus on things that you can do right now to make small changes, and a lot of change starts with us. Starts with how we approach a situation, and how we choose to communicate with others. So, try and start with that first, and then see if you don't have a more effective, time communicating with her. And then your last one is the sword. I went past it here. 3. There we go. Your future is, although sadness is present, you are on your way to recovery and and releasing the pain that accompanies disappointment and heartbreak. This period of sorrow won't last forever, so look to the future with hope for new experiences. This reversal also serves as a reminder that you should avoid bringing your fear of heartbreak into new situations. So, although I'm sure you'll miss her, and you don't want to ever lose her as your daughter, you have to be straightforward and just deal with it head on, and hope for the best, and that she doesn't take things the wrong way. And I think effective communication will help there a lot. And I think it's never easy dealing with our children. And mine, I'm just super lucky, is very, very, she's a very confident young woman who knows that I'm there for advice if ever she needs me, but she tries to work things out on her own before she calls. And, oh, you just lost your love. Oh, yeah. Um, wow, that is just incredible. That is just, things are getting just worse and worse, I think, everywhere. And it's horrid. The living conditions that people are expected to, to have to deal with. And I have been extremely lucky this past, I don't know, few years. And it's given me time to reflect a lot and get my head on straight and have perspective, because I just lost my mother, well, 3 years ago now. So, but it's still, it's tough to get over, and it was definitely a life-changing experience. And so I'm still working on that, but I'm getting there. And it's definitely made me have to grow up. And it's terrible out there. And that's one of the reasons why I want to get out there and talk to people, and see what's going on, and see if I can make change for people in some way. My voice is kind of loud, and I'm not afraid to stand up and say what's on my mind. And I like to, I always hate for the little guy to get screwed, because I'm a Libra and we're all about being fair, and it's not fair if the little guy doesn't get, just as much of a chance as, the big guy. So, grief and my daughter helped me, but time for her to move on with her own life. Yeah, for sure. And it gets to that point. And if you don't, move on to something new and exciting and just, fulfilling, you'll feel like you're stagnant, and that's why it's time for me to move on from the house here, because it wasn't my dream, it was my mother's. And it's time for me to go find my own dream. And of course, I'm taking Sally. Sally and Bob will definitely be accompanying me. So you never know, we may end up in your city sometime. I just really want to get out and talk to people and see what's going on in the world. So I really appreciate all of you guys coming to, hang out with me and get a reading and stuff. And I hope it helps you. Remember, it's just for entertainment's sake. And if you can donate anything, I appreciate it. It is not necessary, but it's always appreciated. And there's that right there. So you can donate some money to me if you like, whether you see this now or if you see it in the rerun. It's all still the same, and it's always appreciated, especially with this move going on. I'm really really strapped at the moment. And yes, and I never charge for a reading. I just I feel like it's something that, oh, go on, kitty, there you go. I feel like it's a message that I'm getting from the universe for someone, and it's not something that I feel I should really charge for. However, any donations that you feel, in your heart you wanted to give would be accepted. That's all. So, because it's just something that, I try to share with everyone. I learned it, and good night, sending white light and prayers and lots of damn snow. No, no, not snow. Here in Iowa, we have no snow. It was like 50 degrees today, and yeah, it's good. I'm good without the snow, but thank you for the white light and prayers, honey. That's awesome. So, but I do. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Now I'll be on again. I forgot last week, but 10 p.m. Central Standard Time on Wednesday night for Madam After Dark, where we'll talk about the naughty things. Or not, who knows? What we may do just about anything on there. And we'll be on Skeleton Key Network and my YouTube, of course, which is Madam, M-A-D-A-M, Mayhem, M-A-Y-H-E-M channel on YouTube. So you can join me there too. And blessed be to all of you people, and much love and light to all. Good night.